The Ontario Human Rights Commission has launched an inquiry into racial profiling and discrimination against the Black community by Toronto Police Services. The commission is looking into the practices of Toronto police officers between 2010 and June 30th of this year. The goal is not to find out if racism exists. That's something the commissioner says has long been established.
I think that we all acknowledge that racial profiling is real.
Instead, the inquiry aims to establish how racism exists and where it's happening. But Mike McCormick, president of the Police Services Association, says it's like the commissioner has already established the conclusion.
It's not a neutral inquiry. To us, it seems like it's very biased. When you start out with your conclusion and your initial comments saying that we racially profile and discriminate, and we have allowed this to continue for decades, and then we're going to end it now with this inquiry. Like, come on, like, you've already found us guilty or concluded. Where are you going to go? So to me, it's totally biased. It's not neutral. And again, you know, that's what really concerns us.
We decided to focus on the Toronto Police Service because we have well-documented evidence of 40 years of community concerns, but also many serious incidents over the last 40 years that at least point to serious cause for concern.
The commission will examine the Toronto Police Service's culture, training, policies, procedures, and accountability mechanisms relating to racial profiling and racial discrimination. They chose a 6.5-year span so that they could analyze different training programs, police chiefs, and board members to see which, if any of the factors, may have influenced services.
It's very frustrating, you know, where we have these types of conclusions and then it's reversed engineer. Now let's get the data to support this position that we put out.
But Jamal Javani, founder of the Citizen Empowerment Project, says the inquiry is needed so that leaders don't have to rely on anecdotal evidence, but have hard numbers to guide their policies and decisions moving forward.
I would like for us to get to a point where we have data. And I think that's where I'm hoping that this will go, is that we recognize we need some information we can put on the table and hold each other accountable to making some sort of change.
She adds that there isn't a concrete timeline for when the report is expected to be finalized. She says much depends on when the police deliver the information and the format that it comes in. Near Bay in Front, Cristina Howorun, City News.